You know, I was trying to think up a cool nickname because everybody's got a cool nickname for YouTube. So I come up with Delta Prepper. That just sounds sexy to me. But anyways, this is Delta Prepper apparently. But I'm going to show you this is going to be the homestead section for We the People Radio, and I'm going to show you my rabbit operation that I've been raising and butchering and slaughtering meat rabbits for about 2 years now. And I'm just going to show you my setup and what all I got going, how I handle it. Alright, let me back up just a little bit. I've got probably close to 50 or 60 rabbits. At the end over there, down there is quail. I'll get to those in a little bit. But I've got, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cages that house different rabbits. I raise New Zealand white rabbits, so the best rabbit from the research I've done. I don't want to come across as being the expert on rabbits, but I've got, this is a section here where I'm raising. These are the next ones that I'm going to be eating. This is what I call death row here. But I free feed these ones because I want them to get as big as possible, as short a time as possible. So I free feed them, feed them water, obviously. This is the same deal here. These are all ones that are going to be eventually slaughtered. These right here, I have, at the moment, I have 5 females. This is a mama that she doesn't ever get slaughtered. She just, as you can see, she raises young. I breed her. As soon as these get old enough to where I can put them over in this pen where they're weaned, I'll go ahead and breed her instantly again. And you put the female in there, they'll get bred in 10 seconds. So she's constantly, I mean, she probably produces 9 to 10 rabbits, or 9 to 10 litters a year. This right here, same thing here. She's a female that I raise. I've got 2 stud males that I raise. This is Johnny Ringo, as I've named him. He's a stud. I just mix up so that the daughters aren't having babies with the same male. This is another female that I use for breeding. That's another male. I just have these memorized. You might, if you ever want to start, and this is probably a medium-sized operation, I'd say, but if you ever want to start your own, it's probably good to go ahead and label and show yourself so you can just keep a good memory of which mamas actually are able to, because you'll get mother rabbits sometimes that they just won't raise their young, and when I get those, I go ahead and slaughter those because I'm not going to sit there and waste time feeding them and waste time raising them up when they're not even going to be good mothers. So I keep track of that. I keep record. I got a piece of paper in another place where I write down how many litters that mother has produced and if she's raised them and what percentage of the young survived. And I keep a record of that because you don't want good mothers producing, or excuse me, bad mothers producing bad young, and then that you get that bloodline that gets grown up in your herd, or whatever you want to call your flock of rabbits, whatever you call them. And you're gonna put those bad genes, just like when people raise dogs, they use the same tactics. That's another mother also. She may actually have a few babies in here. We'll check it out. Yeah, she's got, I don't know if you can see that, she's got a few babies in there. It's a little too dark. This is my skinning station here where I hang them up. You can skin a rabbit. What I like about rabbits are the easiest animal that I've ever seen to skin. You can yank that fur off them just like you can a snake, and it's just super easy. I can get it done in 3 minutes tops. And I feed these a mixture, mainly just rabbit grower, but I also feed them, this is my feed bin here, I also feed them a mixture of alfalfa hay. They'll eat Bermuda hay like it's going out of style, and if you want to go the real cheap route, that's probably the best way to do it. This rabbit feed gets them the fattest and grows them the quickest, the best, but like I say, if you want to go a cheap route, Bermuda hay does not hurt. New Zealand white rabbits are probably the most popular meat rabbit on the planet. They were developed in America, regardless of the name New Zealand, but they're popular just because of they grow some big old hind leg quarters once they get full grown, and also they're popular for their fur. I don't ever keep the fur because that, honestly, even though I have the name Delta Prepper, I haven't learned how to tan fur yet. I need to learn that. It's kind of extensive, and I haven't convinced my wife to let me get into it yet. But I probably will. But They definitely produce a lot of meat, and I eat a lot of rabbit. Water is definitely important for rabbits. Rabbits will suck down water like it's going out of style. As you can see these here, they're sucking on it right now, but it's definitely important, especially right now being June in the summer, to keep your rabbits watered, because they will die and they will get sick quick if you do not keep a good amount of water in there. Rabbits also, I need to talk about this. As you can see down here, that's about a foot deep of about 20-foot long bin of just nothing but rabbit doo-doo, and I use that to put my garden during the spring right before I plant. I'll lightly put that in the winter and mix it up in there where I'm gonna have my garden in the winter time. But you'd be surprised how much poop they produce. It seems like they poop more than they eat. And also what I've noticed is this manure, you may not can see it now, but there's bugs all in that. You can get that and almost throw it to your chickens. They don't have little pill bugs and roly-polies, and it'll get worms all in that, all kinds of everything. So they're really good at producing manure. And if you think about it, what it takes to put into a rabbit, you can raise a rabbit to eat and fryer size in 8 weeks. And if you add the amount of feed you're putting into that, you're coming out way ahead than what you would compared to raising and slaughtering a cow. I mean, you can, from what you put into it, I don't think there's a better meat animal out there, and that's including chicken and everything else, than a meat rabbit. Meat rabbits, to me, are the way to go on all that. Let's see, what else do I got here? This is my operation. I guess I'll show you my quail while I'm at it. We just got into these not long ago. Got one pigeon in there. Quail, we gotta get an incubator. I'll make a different video on that later. But anyways, I was gonna show you my meat rabbit operation. If you have any questions, contact us on We the People Radio. Let's see here, hold on a second. Anywho, if you have any questions about the meat rabbit little operation I've got here, feel free to email us at wethepeopleradio@yahoo.com or contact us on our website. And I'll try to put more videos up about I'll show a video of me slaughtering a rabbit one time, and I'm not going to put any goofy exclaimers on there like this rabbit was not treated inhumanely because that's retarded. I'm not going to get into all that. Obviously, I take good care of my animals, and I don't, I'm not going to give 15 disclaimers like most people do. God put animals on the earth for us to consume, and I've also learned that when you raise your own meat and raise it to slaughter, you appreciate it a lot more. You don't, so many times we'll when either eating chicken or steak or whatever, we'll sit there and leave half the meat on the plate, and you don't really think about it that an animal had to die for you to eat that. And I've noticed I have not left one scrap of meat rabbit on my plate when I'm done, because when you raise it and you kill it and you have to do all that yourself, you really appreciate it a lot more. But I really enjoy it. And also, one more thing I want to add is rabbit meat is one of the leanest meats you can use. Lots of bodybuilders eat rabbit. I think it's like 98% fat-free almost. It's real low in sodium. It really tastes like chicken, except it's just a little bit drier around the bones, but it's really good fried. And anyway, this is Delta Prepper signing off. See ya.